Hi guys, welcome back. This is an intuitive guidance that I did not plan. This is channeled, and I'm very warmed up, so I can tell my channeling is going through. I've written it all down just because I don't know about any other channelers. When I channel, it's so flowy that it'll go in, come out, and I will forget. So I feel bad for people like, do you remember you pulled that card for me? And I have to go back to the read. I'm like, oh yeah. Or sometimes I will remember, but like my channeling, it comes in strongly and then it vanishes. So this is why writing stuff down is essential. This intuitive guidance, I'm warning. This is not pretty. As you see, I need to get my hair washed. I need to get ready for the day. And they're saying, no, you need to come on now. Look the way I do. This is not going to be nice. And I think that's why I'm warning you. If you are very sensitive right now and you don't want to hear what I'm going to say, you can click off. I would say click the F off, but I think Missy kind of already has that, so I'm not going to bother with that. But I'm going to warn now for people who are very sensitive and don't want to face truth and don't want to face their fears, because this is going to be in regards to love connections. Specifically, you already know, twin flames. And I got her call and I'm ignoring it because this is very important. So now that I've gotten that out the way, it's time to tell you the truth. Oh! And apparently it's going to turn some of you over. Or turn your world upside down. Okay. So this is coming from me. I scroll. I don't have time to do a lot of that stuff. I scroll quickly through things, do my posts, leave social media. That's usually me. Scrolling, I've seen self-love quotes, self-love, like little meme pictures, self-devotion, and that's beautiful. It's so wonderful. That's what we want. But I'm tired of seeing them from the same people. And I don't know these people. These are just literally random posts from different groups. But I'm tired of seeing it from the same people who then post, twin flame connection is a unique connection. This is your partner. This is who you're meant to be with. This is that. You're twin this, twin that, your soulmate, this and that. It drives me insane because it's very hypocritical. And it's not to judge on hypocriticism because we've all done it. I'm personally, I was in nutrition for 13 years and my ass still ate donuts. And I showed that hypocrite energy to my customers, and they laughed. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't help it. I love donuts. So, but that being said, I was tired of seeing them, and my channeling came out in a very raw way, and I'm told it's supposed to. And so, the thing is, I was tired of seeing these things. I can't see, by the way. When I'm looking, I'm trying to read it, but I can't see because my glasses are over here. They're dirty. I have to clean them. I was tired of seeing these because it's influencing the illusion of which they're at, possibly, where you could be at, and you're not aware of it, or you are and you just want to stay in there because it's safe. Our illusions were our fears. Our fears were decided because they're boundaries, they're safeties. Don't take risks. Don't curse. Don't leave your job. Don't get out of this journey, this connection. this is it. This, you know, this is your soulmate. You know, this is true woman. You stay here. No, you're supposed to leave. When you don't feel good, you do something about it. You do the same thing over and over, you get the same results. It's common sense, but common sense tends to be a little more absent nowadays. Wouldn't you agree? The truth is, yes, there are amazing connections. There's deep connections. There's soul-bounding connections. They're indescribable. But they are not part of you. They are not your other half. They are not what completes you, or not what makes you whole. And they're not, and they're replaceable. I hate to say it. They're not a piece of you because we are all a piece of each other. We all came from source. We all came from connection. We all came from one source, and that source manifested into two energies, and each of those energies manifested three other energies, and each of those manifested infinite amount of possibilities. That is involution to evolution. That is as above, so below. That is the creation of life. We came from one source energy. It manifested into millions and trillions of things. So no, they are my other half. No, we are all each other's piece, if we will. These people, everyone has a lesson, and everyone you meet is a reflection of you and a lesson to learn, or simply a characteristic to embrace. You know, if you're very quiet and you have someone in your life, like a sister or something, that's very outgoing and free-spirited, you know, that's a lesson for you and a piece of your character that you wish to show, but you repress. You know, it's just, those are the things in life that you will learn and evolve from. But the idea of being someone your other half and no one else, the idea of a twin flame, is simply a title. And that in itself is a lesson within that journey. The title is part of the programming we have. It's part of the programming of we have to love this person and no one else. We have to be faithful to this. We have to stay within that because it's a super special title, like superheroes. It's our superpowers. And it's just a title. It's how we define an energy point in our lives and an energy person in our lives who have a significant difference. But the thing is, there's some twin flame connections, and I say this because I personally do not believe everyone has a twin flame. I know there's some people that promote that garbage. It's my opinion to say it's garbage, so you can argue with me all you want. It's just my opinion. You don't have to take it. I know I've seen that 144,000. I don't know about all that. I don't dig into that kind of stuff because I know what the journey is. I've been shadowed so much lately on the truth of that journey, but that's a whole other topic. The twin flame journey is not what it seems, and what we've been awakened to and aware of is simply the testing of it to begin with. And when you surpass that test, you get the answers you need. You get the truth of what that journey is, and it is not what you think it is. Sorry. Now I know people will come out against me and say that they have love for themselves and they believe they have that spiritual connection. It's good for you. I say, stay within that ignorance. Stay within it. That did not come from me. I can't apologize for it either. There's a part of me that wants to, but it's not relevant. The thing is, you can't have self-love and expectation of a specific partner. That's not possible. And that's a lesson I learned myself. And I know you guys are going to get emotional. I could feel it, being empathic. It's a lesson I learned myself. You cannot have self-love and devotion and empowerment and expect to be with partner A because they're your divine connection, your twin flame. You can't. The self-love comes within the knowing that love exists within you, and it raises the frequency of the world. And you will meet someone, anyone that has that same frequency, and you will come together and share that empowerment and love. And it will in turn help the entire galaxy. So the whole point of this dimension is raising the frequency of love. Evolution. It's the cycle of this world. And the thing is, people don't see it. Even if you're in the spiritual community, there's a lot of people who don't see that because they focus on that one aspect in their life. And as a twin flame connection, it is their soulmate. There's a partner is insignificant. It is about being in one with yourself and whole within yourself. And when someone comes in your life and shakes it up and they become a divine partner, and you feel that connection, that's because there's a couple ways that I'm feeling this. When you meet a divine partner, they're already whole within themselves, and mind you, you can still be whole and still go through healing and stuff, but they are aligning to their life path, and so are you. When you meet these people, because you're on the same frequency, and you come together already happy, separate, and you come together and share that happiness, share that love you have for within yourselves, and exchange it with another. That is a true divine partnership. It doesn't have to have a label, but we'll label it as that because it can get confusing if you don't know how to read energy. But when you feel like someone is turning your life upside down, causing you heartache, pain, cry, loving, and has so much polarity to it, up and down, that's not a divine connection that you think. It is simply a lesson within that person to help you evolve to get to a divine connection if you choose to. But it's so hard to explain this because it's hard for people to understand that you don't need someone. It's hard for people to understand that you're not alone in this world, but you choose to think you're alone because you think love is just a sexual attraction. That's not the case. Look at the cat ladies. They've increased in this world. They have their love for their animals. And so they don't really need, and they notice that I'm more so giving that the cat ladies that we've all known over the years. That phrase of a cat lady being always alone. They're not alone. They have love for their animals, and that love fills them. That love for themselves and their animals. Just, I don't know. I guess they're in a higher frequency than somebody who would focus love onto a romantic situation. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. But I know people who would say they have self-love and still believe in that self-partnership. That's where I was continuing off of. Sorry, guys. That's bullshit. But anyways, let me see here. Like I said, my channeling, I forget. I wrote down this big old speech. I say, if you had love for yourself, such a high level of devotion to yourself, you wouldn't have identified someone as an object of your love. Love is unconditional. And the whole journey of the twin flame is a sacred journey in regards to the evolution of a light worker. Like I said, not everybody is twin flame. And I used to have a hard time back in the day telling people that. And people always say, and then myself included, I can't tell you if you're a twin flame or not. Those who have been on that journey and who do have gifts that you cannot explain can tell who's on that journey. Because it's just simply a journey. It's not a being. Like, it's not you're not a specific race. You're not a specific alien in that case. It's just a journey. And not everybody's on that journey. That journey is a sacred journey for a light worker. And you gotta ask yourself, are you a light worker? Not everyone's a light worker. However, it doesn't mean that you can't do the good in the world and raise a vibration. But a light worker has an unexplainable power, is the best way I can say that. But this title has been tainted, and because it's been tainted with superficial love and attachments and codependency. But that's a whole topic I can get into in a different video in itself. Now, is it to say that relationships aren't necessary? No. I'll say they are. When you have a divine connection, it can empower you, and it's an empower connection. It's influential, it's inspirational, and when it raises the frequency of this world. But it doesn't have a title. It doesn't. It's just knowing. And it's weird because it's knowing and yet it's calm. It's exciting and yet calm. It's interesting. And there are ways to know if you have that connection. One, you would already know. There's just, like I said, there's just the knowing. But again, that's a different topic, to know where you're at. This speech is being truth and raw, and some being my opinion, but things that have been channeled. It's calling out people in denial. It's giving the truth to you. You're not a twin flame. It's a journey. It's not a being. You're not solely connected. You're not connected and have to be to this one person or two people. I wonder why I heard that. It's simply an illusion of superficial love. And once you get past that and focus on the love and the healing and the bravery to face that within yourself and admit it, that is when you start becoming whole within yourself, and you have that Ace of Cup moments, that feeling of love, because you're in the presence of now and you love your life and it feels great by yourself. You feel great with others. You feel great everywhere. That's what a journey, that's what this journey in this physical world is about. Is about raising the frequency. Being that raises your frequency. That is love unconditional. And it's not to fully call out people who are just in denial, and it's not to shame, it's not to judge. It's to help, it's to heal, it's to trigger you. My job, and whether in healing, in my healing therapies, in tarot readings, now, my job is, I am the tower. I'm the change. I am designed to trigger you. I was created in that way. Because you need to be. You need to be triggered in order to change. You need to be triggered in order to evolve and heal. And I'm tired of people, I'm holding space. I can't. I love and hate that phrase. It's a love-hate relationship. Hate's a terrible word, actually. I love and dislike that phrase. I love it because it shows compassion. I dislike it because it's often used in the wrong way. Like you feel for some, like for example, when they go, I'm sending you love, light, and prayers and holding space for you while you're going over the heartache of some person you claim is your twin flame. Now that I have an issue with, because I'm like, don't show them that. That's not what that's for. Show them compassion. Yes, and compassion doesn't have to be love and prayers. Sometimes you don't need love, prayers, and kisses and hugs. Sometimes you need a good kick in the ass. Either way is compassion. And I'm tired of people showing the one-sided version of compassion. You need a kick in the ass. And that kick in the ass is get the fuck over it. The person's not interested in you, drop it, heal, move forward. Do not stay. Do not get twin flame connection readings. Do not spy. Do not hold on. Let it go. And even though I have clients who ask, I think it's going to be my twin flame, I let them be. Because sometimes it's not my job to say anything yet. I follow what the universe wants me to. And if they are still in that essence, they still have a lot to learn. If you're listening to this and I just called you out, it's because it's time for you to get out of this. And you feel triggered by this, good. Get triggered. This was designed to get you out of that mentality of the twin flame is a person. It's not. It's a journey. And these people who've come in your life, they've done their work. And when you've healed, it's time to move on. A divine partnership is inexplainable. I can't express it enough. It's just a knowing. And when things are going great in your life, it's just how you know. And you keep going. People are so fearful of that greatness. They're so afraid of feeling good, and people are just so unaware of it. They're unaware of feeling good. They feel like they should be punished, and that's just a subconscious programming that we've been established in this lifetime. And I think I see 2222. I can't see, but I'm pretty sure I just saw it. We've been programmed to think that we have to have limitations, we have to have fears, and we have to have this sense of rules. And I'm a rebellious type. I don't follow rules. Ask any of my classmates. I follow law, my energy laws, for example, but I don't follow rules. Rules are meant to be broken. Rules set limitations, and there are no limitations in life. If there only are, if you allow it to be. And again, that's a fear in itself. And that's what the twin flame title has done to people, is they set a limitation. And I invite you to let go of that limitation. I invite you to embrace this message. I invite to allow yourself to get triggered, allow yourself to feel that pain, allow yourself to hurt, allow yourself to express how you feel, and to let it go. Alright guys, this is it. We'll see how this works out, and hopefully everything I said makes sense. Bye.